Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am Mr. Blubberbutter, and welcome back to Thief Gold. Or, not Thief Gold. Oh, Josh, I don't want to remember that game. Thief 2, The Metal Age, which is definitely my favorite in... Well, maybe not my favorite in the series, but definitely a really important game to me. Now, in the last video, I ran away from all the guards, and it was really sloppy, and I didn't do it very well. I replayed it. It got pretty perfect. I skipped right past everybody by using Invisibility Potion, which is also kind of cheap, but hey, I didn't knock them all out. I didn't go running over here and then, you know. But there was a cutscene at the end of this one that I'm not sure was going to go if I restart the mission, if I do that before. Let's run! See how far we can make it before its scene closes. Not very. Alright, mission complete. Do all that stuff. After you get to the gate, proceed to Shalebrit. Oh, but what? Why is it not checked off? Ah, I'm not even OCD, but that makes me mad. That should be checked off. I did it. Okay. Oh, come on. It's not going to be as easy as it sounds. It was a total piece of cake. Just saying. Alright, this is the cutscene I was talking about. I don't know what's in it because I skipped it. Looks like plans. It's an odd knock. Totally realistic hand. Water? Is this...
By order of the Council of the Keepers, you must come with us.
He's turning the wrong way!
Reasonable. Logic dictates.
Leave.
But we must...
Now.
Has your wealth of knowledge grown so vast that you've lost all hunger for more? Is there no more trust between us then?
These are the Keepers, I think.
Let's make this fast.
Yeah, these are the Keepers. The Keepers raised Garrett. But some people hate him, and
my hand is copper.
they talk about this later.
Is lead. Suffer me in a red patina, swept along in a molten flow to a sad eternity. My stride interrupted, my thoughts untimed. My tears are become drops of silver that shatter the crystalline fern. I plead the wind to sweep us away.
Nice poem.
Not poetry. Prophecy. The Metal Age is upon us.
I picked the gilded apple from the iron tree. I wipe the rust from my brow.
Iron trees? Not in my part of town.
Find the humor if you must. But can you tell me truly, Garrett, are there any trees in your part of town? I will answer for you. There are not.
Destiny and danger are still focused on the one, the renegade who is both brethren and betrayer.
Well, you got the danger part right anyway. Tell you what, you keepers can plant a few shrubs about town and I'll take care of me. I'll find my own way home.
You're a fool! Do you not understand what is at stake?
Did you not hear the interpreter's words?
Yes, Keeper Orland, he has heard. Do not despair. Let me go after him, alone. Not to persuade, but to leave the door open between us.
I think he's the guy that raised him.
One more moment, if you will, Garrett.
One moment.
You have trouble, my friend. Danger from someone who hired Truart to kill you.
Yes?
Then take this. The sooner you are done with your business, the sooner you will help us.
Don't count on it.
Orland doesn't like us, in case you didn't notice.
My heart it ceases, my breath undrawn, my eyes forever focused
on the sanguine metal dawn.
Now, I'll leave this one. The man who learns only what others know is as ignorant as if he learns nothing. The treasures of knowledge are the most rare and guarded most harshly. Chronicle of the First Age.
I headed back to my safe house and kept thinking about the letter. I know they're trying to manipulate me, but keepers never alter the truth. Just keep it in the shadows. Besides, it's not like I got a lot of leads anyway.
If you seek the private knowledge of the sheriff, go to the Eastport Mechanist Seminary tomorrow night. With stealthy discretion, overhear what you may at a certain very timely meeting.
Looks like I have something useful to learn from a seminary for a change.
Oh.
There are 2 open towers and some back doors which might be helpful for getting in. The catacombs below the church could be another way in, but I'd rather not tread where the dead sleep. The meeting will most likely take place in some sort of conference hall. There's no guarantee that I'll even be able to get inside, but all I need to do is get close enough to listen at the door. I better pull this off quickly and find a new hideout before the bulldogs get my scent. This situation does have one advantage. Things can't get any worse. Who could hire someone like the sheriff to kill me?
The keeper's tips are your best lead, so you'd better be at the door to overhear the conversations. To start when the church bell... Blah, 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 blah. The bells tolled midnight. You'll need to stay close to the door to ensure you hear every word. The Mechanist Seminary was once a Hammerite cathedral, so there's bound to be plenty of trinkets lying about. Bring in at least 800 in loot. Once you're done, get back to out by heading to the front gate. Now, an expert, you have to get a lot more loot. I think it's like 2,000. I don't know if there are any other things. Oh. I don't think this mission's a very bad mission. Like, I don't think it's that bad. I'm definitely going to want one of those for... I just wanted one. For emergencies, in case I have a run-in. The flares are next to useless anyway. I have 10 moss arrows. That's probably all I need. It's all made of metal, though. It's like working with the Hammerite cathedrals. There's a lot of metal there. 15 water arrows is probably enough. I thought I heard something. I don't think I'll need much of these, so I'm going to leave that. I think my money is carrying over. I think. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this for a later mission when I think I'm going to need it. Right now, I really don't. I actually remember this mission. And I also know what happens. I don't know if you figure it out now or not, so I'm going to try to avoid spoilers. That whole thing with the translator and the prophetess, or whatever her name is, they talk about that more in the 3rd game. Oh, that was that. So here is our first real interaction with the Mechanists that we've heard so much about. You'll find they are not great people. I think. Now, see what I mean about all the metal. Oh, aye, you're ugly. Oh, well, that's useful. Where's that voice coming from? Oh, up there. Okay. So, lots of stone, lots of metal. That's like I said. Yeah, go ahead. Oops. Ooh, what's in here? Can I pick this lock yet? I can! What is that puff sound? It's like Puff the Magic Dragon. Oh, you. I didn't know you happened so soon.
Strange. I wonder what kind of work the mechanists do here.
These are corpses. Oh, that didn't work. Anyway, corpses. Like I said, I know what's going on here. I don't know if you figured it out yet, so I'm not going to say anything. But, it's not very nice. I'll go down there in just a second. If you check here, you see those bodies over there? What am I... Interesting. They're breathing. So these are dead people. It looks like they're running experiments on dead people, but why would the dead be breathing?
Learn to hate these guys.
Oh, this is a rotting corpse. I don't think I can find anything useful here, so I don't know what good this secret was. But basically, the idea is they are working on... they're running experiments on dead people. And then these things are something you'll discover later. Sorry, I'm trying to avoid spoilers, but I don't really... Hey, I'll take gold. Oh, hammers. I have a fun story about this. I can't tell you what it is, so remind me later if I don't bring it up. There is an enemy that we will find later. And I dropped this, like, 5 stories up and killed said enemy with an amazing chance. Like, I just tossed it out there. I was like, eh, whatever. Oh, wait, it's gonna hit. And it did. And destroyed it. Now I'll talk about it later. I should save an actual save. This looks like I can move this grave. Is that something I can actually do? See, in this game, superstition doesn't seem to really exist. Apparently, the trickster lord Satan exists. I don't know if their god exists, the builder. But, ghosts definitely exist. So when Garrett said, I don't want to walk with the dead sleep, he had a reason to. It's because ghosts and zombies are real. Okay, I just stole a holy relic. That's a good thing. Glad I did that. No one? No one treads here. Alright. See the Mechanists? These are the Mechanists. They talk and act an awful lot like the Hammerites, but they're actually a cult that broke off from them. Why don't you go sleep with the dead? In a much less violent way, because that sounded pretty violent. I'm not killing them. Not yet.
Better not disturb them. I can hear the meeting just fine from out here.
Okay. And this is very important to the plot, so you should listen. I don't know if I can pick the lock. I would love to break into like, if I could activate no clip and see what's actually inside this building, that'd be awesome. Oh.
Behold, Sheriff Truitt, from the lowly street rat emerges the loyal worker, that which I call the servant.
This is one of the tramps I delivered to you? The transformation is spectacular.
And neither want nor worry has he.
Lucky fellow. Strange you should mention worries, Garrus, because I do have one. It's not that the money's not right, no, it's just that I need to be convinced you've taken the proper precautions. The Truitt name is untainted by scandal, and I will not be the one to bring it humiliation and ruin.
Trust thee in me, for 'tis the builder himself who guides me, and the Baron need never know.
Yes. I'm glad your builder guides you, but it would make me feel even more confident if you were to let me in on your whole scheme. Come now, what's the crux of it all, eh, Garrus? Show me what's so special about your new servants.
'Tis impossible to hide anything from you, good sheriff. I will give thee full explanation then, in the form of a demonstration.
His voice is
the
annoying.
visual in this instance would far surpass any verbal elaborations I could relate, but I must ask thee to step away from the masked servant, that's right. And meanwhile, I will retrieve our volunteer, a most unfortunate gutter snipe who waits just outside. Come, come, gentle beggar, and stand thee just there, next to the masked man. Yes. Now, all is in readiness, so keep thine eyes on the new arrival, whilst I signal the servant. Thusly.
My word! The mask emits a red vapor!
Continue thy observations, Truitt.
But it consumes them! We are in peril!
Fear thee not, stout sheriff, for we are safe at this distance. See, already the reaction ceases.
They are gone! And what remains in their stead? Sand? No. Rust.
Indeed, 'tis very much like rust and harmless once settled. Brother Fegan, I pray thee, do sweep up what is left of those two.
Yes. A weapon, then. Quite fantastic. And monstrous. Of course, you'll keep these servants you're making away from me and my men.
I need not even ask.
Then we are in agreement. You need subjects for your servant project, and I can supply them. Vagabonds, street scum, prostitutes, those who will not be missed by anyone of consequence. They'll be rounded up, charges invented, etc. Still, there's always risk. So I will give you 20, no more. For your part, you'll remember to keep our transactions absolutely secret. And of course, deliver my payment in advance, in full, tomorrow. I don't trust you, Karras, so you'll receive the subjects only after I confirm the payment. Well, our business here is finished.
Yes. Very well, Truett. Now see, friends, with the builder's efficiency, I have completed 2 tasks with but 1 effort. Firstly, I did secure 20 subjects to be transformed into servants, as you heard. And secondly, I secured the loyalty of the wary Sheriff Truett. Yes, his loyalty. Truett fears scandal. Yet his actions of late could bring him that or worse, if ever made public. Now, behold my wax cylinder machine. I've used it to capture the sheriff's very words, even as they moved through the air today. Hearken, friends.
And I can supply them. Vagabonds, street scum, prostitutes, those who will not be missed by anyone of consequence.
I forgot about that.
With his voice thus preserved, Truett dare not betray me, or he'll have the scandal he fears so much. Brother Fegan, thou wilt see to it that this wax cylinder machine gets safely to the bank on the morrow. You will find the safety deposit box key in the Acolyte's quarters.
New objective.
Friends, we are adjourned.
I'd like to get a copy of that key myself.
Let's look at our objectives. Now we have to find the deposit box key and make an impression of it in wax. Okay, so for those of you who weren't sure what was going on, the servants are people who are having their minds taken from them. They are having mechanical things added to them. I'm not sure if they're using dead people, if they're experimenting on dead people, because we saw a lot of dead people, but he obviously said that some of them were alive, so they can't just use only dead people. So I'm not quite sure about that. I'm not sure if they specify. That is why I think they're bad people. Well, they are bad people. They're doing these experiments on other people. Now, they, as you can see, they're having like voice recording machines and cameras and stuff. So at this point, they've brought about a huge leap in technological advancement.
Reveal thyself.
Okay. Like I said, don't feel bad about killing these people. Like in Deus Ex, it is not usually a good idea to kill people because it makes way more noise, so it's more effective to just be a pacifist. But I don't care about these people because they are pretty evil. They're not like the guards. The guards were people who are just doing their job, and even the bad ones I'm not going to kill. These people I don't care as much about.
Someone there.
Alright, so I need to find where the key is somewhere. Was that it?
Wrong key.
Wrong key, okay. What does the scroll say? Lord Karras, I write to you on behalf of my lord, who is very intrigued in your services to other nobility. I am given to understand that your favors are reserved for those who please the Mechanist Tower. My lord desires to do so, but he is concerned that his gifts may be incorrect or perhaps misdelivered. Please let me know by messenger if I can do aught to advise him. Jerome. So like I said, huge step into technological advance. This is one of the reasons why it has so many steampunk elements. Oh, there's another one over there. I'm going to go ahead and grab that. And I just looked up, and this is technically steampunk. Now, in the second video, I mentioned, or was it third video, I mentioned something about grunge punk. That, I just hadn't done my research. Someone told me, was complaining about something, saying, it's grunge punk. Grunge punk is a style of music. So, I just made myself look like an idiot. And that's too bad. Now, there are a whole bunch of different types of steampunk elements that people confuse them. There's diesel punk, which I guess is steampunk, but with a more dystopian type attitude or feeling, and often... Oh, that's useful.
Nope.
Oh, that's not the noise. That's a bell. That's a brass bell. It's not gonna make that noise. Okay, whatever. Diesel punk is steampunk with like a limited resources, I think is how it was described to me. These. Alright, let me save. Save file 3. Let me show you what these are. I hate them.
I tell thee, for thou art my friend, that I wish the children of Karis were more mild seeming.
Thou'rt not the first to be afeard of them, though their visage is wrought to strike terror into the enemies of Karas, or those who might consider becoming enemies.
Well, and it might, for it near strikes terror into mine own heart.
Thinkest thou thine own soft
Look at
body of leaky flesh and wheezing gases is glorious to the eyes of the builder? Nay, 'tis thy soul that is the only thing of any worth. So 'tis with the children of Karas. Potentially hostile. The immortal heirs of the builder.
They shoot, yeah. And the only way to knock them out is to shoot a water arrow at their back. Those things become a lot more common now. Like I said, huge technological advancement. Pain in the butt. They're kind of scary. They take 2 water arrows each, so from this point on, water arrows are now way more valuable and necessary. And from here on out, the mechanism...
Builder's sake, what was that?
How'd you not see me? I keep stealing a bunch of the wrong keys. I could really use the right key after a while. There we go. That got it. Now, I was in the middle of saying something before I got distracted. Yeah, as you can see, they're heavily influenced by the Hammerites in manner of speech, and let me read this. I got the gold. When thou art born, thou art blind and weak and squalling. So is the ore, weak and crumbling when it is pulled from the earth. Stroke thy forge and burn away impurities.
These mechanists are just as bad as the hammers.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That wasn't the right key.
They're obviously related to the hammers. But more overtly evil than the hammers are. Oh no, turn it off. More overtly evil than the hammers are. And, like I said, I don't know if they're just, like, clueless and being brainwashed by a...
That wasn't the right key.
Cult leader. And that's why they're listening to Karis. Karis is clearly the bad guy.
For thou art my friend, that I wish the children of Karis were more...
The children of Karis are the names of those robots. Like I said, they're aiding him and supporting him in capturing people and murdering them. So, they're clearly not good people. Therefore, I don't feel as bad being more violent and aggressive. They're way more overtly evil than even the Hammers, who definitely have their issues.
I better come back here and replace this key when I'm done with it.
Okay, well, where do I take it then? I have to make an impression of it. Do I have, like, wax to make an impression of it with? Workshop. It'll be in the workshop. Oh, catacombs. I have to go through the catacombs from the chapel. Alright, so where's the chapel? The chapel's here. There are front gates. Where are stairs? To Acolyte's quarters. I need to go down some stairs to, the catacombs. Would that be this way? Save file 4. I have lots of water arrows, so...
A pox upon it! Never shall I finish my design. The springs and gears conspire and confound me.
Calm, friend, calm. On the morrow, let me come by thy workbench and help thee untangle things.
I would be most grateful, couldst thou help?
'Tis nothing. Think on it as the copper and tin mingle to make the stronger bronze. So dost we each mingle and flow together in Karis's forge to make stronger as well.
Thou art wise.
'Tis Karis who is truly wise. His bounty and the machines we construct shall help all of humanity in the coming times, and all shall know his wisdom.
I will be glad to have this wretched task behind me that I might move to a more profitable position.
Oh no. Not these. Now the hammers. The hammers, when they die, if their souls are what they say. If they're going through some sort of mental torture, if they can become evil. So they refer to this, and that makes their... Is that the only one? They're very dangerous. They swing really fast. I just got some cursed gold. Probably shouldn't have opened that. But I don't think it actually affects anything in the game. Was he the only one? Usually these crypts are filled with horrible monsters. In the first game, anyway. I don't remember this too well in the second one, except that it scared the crap out of me. I didn't have to go through the catacombs. At all. Alright, where is that thing? The boiler is thy heart. The boiler, it is thy heart. The valves, they are thy limbs. The steam, it is thy blood. Praise Karis, who forges the boiler, and praise the builder who forges thee.
Secret that the mechanists are the ones supplying Sheriff Truart with those machines.
Recent experiments have confirmed my fears. Mere water can indeed halt the builder's children. If a significant amount of moisture pools in the aft boiler, the result is a complete paralysis. The weather has been agreeable of late, but if a thunderstorm were to strike... Cultus, I task thee with fixing this problem. Immediately, water poured directly into the boiler may shut the children down, but you must at least be competent enough to protect them from a simple rain shower. Father Karis. Not necessarily. If thou wouldst make a mold, press thine item into the axe wet wax press. Such impression being made, use the putty knife to scrape away the top layer of wax. This method, friends, to make molds of the most small articles, keys, cogs, gears, springs, and the like. To create a tool of hardened steel, give thy mold to brother Mendelus, who will place it on the fires of the forge, blah, basically. Alright, so where's the key? There it is. I got a new objective, didn't I? Take the wax impression with you. You can make a copy later after I leave. Alright, so where's the putty knife? There we go. Am I doing that here or after I leave? Bring the original key back to the place you found it so they don't realize I've stolen it. When you're done, return to the front gates.
I think my work here is done.
That's the right one. Okay, so I had to go around every single one because I couldn't remember which one I got it from. So that was really annoying. I'm gonna have to cut out like 20 minutes of footage there. Okay, and I can leave now, right? When you're done, return to the front gates. Yeah, this is it, right? Okay. Well, that took a lot of work. That's going to take a lot of editing. So, oh well. I'm not doing very well at this game. Honestly, I think most of it's just because I'm, recording. It would go a lot smoother if I wasn't. So, I don't know. Like I said, I've played this on Expert a number of times. So I know I'm capable of that. I'm just doing it really sloppily now. I'm probably going to go back to just playing mostly pacifist. It seems kind of cheap to kill people. They say that you aren't supposed to be a warrior in this game, but you really could do it. I probably aren't going to show it, but I took 2 people head on who chased me, and I loaded afterward because I didn't like doing it. But like they saw me and they chased me, and so I just killed them both with the sword, taking turns. You really can be pretty violent in this one if you wanted to. That's not the point. You're supposed to be a silent, ghost-like thief, so that's probably how I'm going to play. Maybe use some arrow kills occasionally, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, with that, I'm going to stop. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, a like or subscribe would be amazing, but, yeah, you all have a great day. And I, Mr. Blubberbutter, will see you later. Bye.